You talked about, credit score, which is such an important aspect. And yet, not too many people know about it because we live in this buy now, pay later generation, right?
Correct.
Where maybe your first loan is a personal loan because you've gone to buy something.
Absolutely.
And at some point, you might need to get a home loan.
Correct.
And unfortunately, if you don't pay now, you will spoil your chances of when you actually need a home and a home loan. Do you believe that on this and other aspects, the industry can do more to make people aware about these things? I don't know how many people even know that a credit score, apart from the metro cities, of course, and, larger towns.
I'll attack it in a different way. I look at it in that there are 2 or 3 different type of profiles again here, right? The buy now, pay later is the, with the generation X or whatever you call millennials or whatever that they keep coining terms. So that's a generation which is in the buy now, pay later. If somebody wants an iPhone, they want it right now, right? So they will buy it and they want to obviously pay later in EMIs. I don't think this generation doesn't understand credit score because they are all would have educated parents who would be working with, large banks and large NBFCs themselves or large corporates in this. So they do educate their children on this. So I don't see a problem on there with this. The problem lies in the rural. Right, the rural India, which doesn't understand or has not been explained properly about this entire, lot of the credit scoring, because until you take your first loan, actually you are not part of this, credit scoring. A lot of people don't have a credit score. There are a huge number of people who still do not have a credit score. They may have taken. So these are farmers, these are people who buy tractors, who take crop loans, who take small fishery loans. These are the people who do not understand this entire credit landscape and the credit rating landscape. So definitely an effort has to be made to bring them under the credit landscape. And second, educating them that if you miss your EMI, there is some, somebody at the back, कोई खाता बुक मेंटेन हो रहा है, which is going to keep a track कि आपने आज पे नहीं किया, कल आपको when you go for a loan, this is going to count and you will get a higher interest rate. So the whole intent of it is not that you default and you don't get money next time. It becomes more and more expensive because next time you go to a bank and you have defaulted on your previous loans, but you did pay it, your interest rate, because your risk profile is higher. So the banks charge you a better or a higher interest rate because they want to cover their risk in case you default again. So there is definitely a need to educate. But again, I think we are in middle of a revolution. One thing that is changing this, I am not very sure how much of it goes to the credit rating agency, is an industry called microfinance. Right? It has reached the nook corner of India, and it's a very rapidly growing industry where these are small loans. Right? You and me are sitting here, probably 10,000 is a very small, but there are people who require that 10,000 also. This could be a street vendor. This could be somebody who is making a broom and he needs that loan to service his customers. So there is a good amount of, even for a personal loan segment, there's a good amount of micro lending. So this is bringing the lower pyramid, which is a larger base of people within the credit rating. And there I definitely, by your point, there is a lot of effort that needs to go into educating these people that it is not just that you took the money, you have to pay it on time because it is going to impact you in the future. So tomorrow if you want to do, there is a huge, you mentioned home loan. So there is a scheme which enables houses for this. There is a PMAY scheme which allows them to buy homes which are low cost homes, subsidized homes at subsidized rates. So they will need that. So they need to be educated that it is very important not just to pay, but pay on time. See, they don't default. What I have seen, microfinance, in fact, is one of the least defaulting industries. There may be delays, but the default rates are lower. So they just need to be educated. There are self-help groups. I can go on and on, right? It's a very, very evolving and a complex ecosystem that is coming.
And that is